Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Leaf Classes. I am Anjali. Children, as per the semester 1 syllabus and the pattern, we have started MCQ 10 on 10 series and we have completed 6 videos for that. And today is part 7 of this. And the topic for today's video is revision of class 9 syllabus. Children, here I want to tell you that soon we will be starting with section B questions also in this series, right? So let us start with the first question today. The question is choose the correct answer. The first question for this is what is the type of conversion in the following example? And the example given is int a equals to within single quotes a. This small case a is the variable name of int type. Children, char and int, these two are the data types, right? So these cannot be the conversion. Two types of conversions are implicit conversion and explicit conversion. Let me tell you what these are. Implicit conversion takes place between two compatible data types and it is done by the Java software itself. Programmer does not have to do anything in that, right? And explicit conversion is the forceful conversion which is done by the programmer to convert one data type into another between two incompatible data types. So here int a equals to within single quotes a is there and this char value is compatible with int type. So here the conversion is implicit conversion. So your correct option is option A. Next part for this question is which of the following is a correct representation to store a boolean value? Children, we have two boolean value true and false. These two are the boolean values. Now what is the correct representation? How you are going to store this? Boolean x equals to within single quotes true, boolean x equals to within double quotes true, boolean x equals to true without any quotes or all of the above. Children, these two are the boolean values. You feel like that true, four letter combination, so this is string. No, this is a boolean value and a boolean value is always stored without any quotes. So boolean x equals to true, this option 3 is the correct answer. Many children they put a tick mark here, boolean x equals to within double quotes true, because true looks like a string constant, right? But it is not a string constant, it is a boolean value. Okay, now we move on to the next question, that is fill in the blanks. So the dash in the real world objects are referred to as the methods in software objects. Children, when you have started doing Java language, we did in classes and objects chapter, objects are of two types, real world objects and software objects. And what we call characteristics or states in real world object, that is known as data members, and what we call as behavior is known as method or function in software object, right? So here the correct answer will be behavior, option 3. The behavior in the real world objects are known as methods, or the other name of methods is functions also, right? The question it can be also asked that function in place of methods. And the same question can be written like this: the characteristics in real world objects are referred to as data members in the software object. So when we are doing the question, please pay attention also to what I am saying, so that in one question I am explaining you actually two questions, right? Now part B. Dash concept of Java is achieved by combining methods and attributes into a class. We have done the definitions. I suppose all of you remember, all of you can recall the definition of all these four principles of object oriented programming, that is of Java is also object oriented programming language. And here one more question can be framed. The four principles of object oriented programming is encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism and abstraction. And the definition of encapsulation says wrapping up of data and functions into a single unit. So methods are the functions, data members are the attributes. So which concept? Yes, you are right. Option 1 is the correct answer. That means encapsulation is achieved by combining methods and attributes into a class. Let us move to the next question. Predict the output. What will be the output of the following statement? Children, very easy. Now please see here, system.out.println within single quotes A plus single quotes B. Children, please note A within single quotes and B within single quotes are not strings. So they cannot be concatenated, they cannot be combined together. So in place of the concatenation, what will be done? Their Unicodes will be added. The Unicode or the SKY code of A is 65 and the Unicode of B is 66. So 65 plus 66 will give you 131. So 131, that is option 3 is the correct answer. Many of you can put tick mark over here. A, B or 65, 66. No children. The correct answer is option 3, that is 131. I hope it is clear to all of you. You can always check the output based questions after attempting in the Java compiler. Children, even if you don't have the system at home, in your mobile phones also you can just open the browser and check the online Java compiler, and one or two statements easily you can get the output of over there, right? The next part is, what will be the output of the following statement? System.out.print within double quotes A plus within double quotes B plus within single quotes A. And the options are A, B, 65, A, B, A, B or error. Children, please note, if here, if in place of these three, if suppose it is A and B, what will be the output? It will be definitely AB, right? Now here one character value is added, A, and here the result of this is AB. This comes to AB. Now please note here that whenever integer or float or char value is concatenated with a string value, the resultant value is always string. So the Unicode of A will not be taken, it will be ABA. This option 2 is the correct answer. Please check on Java compiler, right? The next question is, a program development environment for writing Java applets and applications. All of you know that JDK, always we say JDK. Now what is this JDK? JDK is the Java Development Kit, which is used for creating the environment for creation of, for writing your Java programs, whether you are writing standalone applications or Java applications, Java applets. So here Java Development Kit is the correct answer, option 2. Please don't get confused with Java Virtual Machine. It is the Java interpreter. Java Virtual Machine is Java interpreter, right? So the correct answer is Java Development Kit. The next part, the statement that takes the control for the next iteration of the loop by skipping the rest of the statements of the loop. Suppose here if I write a loop here, say I equals to 1, I less than equals to 10, I plus plus. And here if I write if I is equals to 5, then continue, you have written like this. And here you have printed system.out.print and you have printed the value of I. Now what will be the output? I equals to 1. The condition is false, it will print 1, then the value will be incremented 2, 3, 4. Then when the value of I will be 5, it will check if I equals to 5. Yes, it is 5. So it will continue. Continue will take the control to the next iteration. So this next statement which is written after continue will not be executed. So after that the output will be like this, right? So the statement that takes the control for the next iteration of the loop. It takes the program control to the next iteration by skipping the rest of the statements. All the statements which are given here are skipped. So the correct option is continue. Break will take you out of the current block, right? The next question now is choose the odd one. If else, switch, do while. Very easy, children, right? So if you see, first three are conditional statements or conditional constructs in Java, and do while is a looping statement, right? So option 4 is the correct answer. Children, please go through all the options which are available and find out all the possibilities, right? The next part is long byte short double. Now here, long byte short double, what do you say? Long? No. The correct answer is double. Why? Because first three are of integer type, right? All these three data types are of integer type only. So double is the odd one out of these four values. So here we have completed our 10 on 10 series part 7. I hope you are enjoying. And children, I am trying to make the videos as early as possible, and definitely we are going to complete all the topics of semester 1 soon. Those who haven't subscribed the channel till now, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications for all the videos and no important topic is missed by you. You may join us on our Telegram channel also. The link is there in the description box. Keep practicing, keep working hard. God bless you, children.